Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike, and this is my final for the 2023 USACC build, the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creators. This is the Revell 1955 Ford pickup. This is the Street Rod, and I actually did not have this kit in my collection. And I wasn't actually planning on building it. But I saw everybody's entry videos, and I had plenty of time. And the more I thought about it, the more I imagined this truck right here. This is exactly what I wanted to build. It's beat up. It looks terrible. But it's a truck. And it's a truck that a teenager in high school would buy for $500 just so he can have a truck. And he'd put his money into the engine and the suspension just to make this thing look good. And that's exactly what this thing is. This truck is beat up. It's missing a fender. There's a spare fender in the bed, along with a gas can and a wrench. You'll notice as the truck comes around that the taillights are hanging down, the rear bumper is hanging down. That bumper was actually not intentionally supposed to be hanging down like that. I put a couple of drops of super glue on there this morning and came back and it looked like that. And I thought, well, what have I got to lose? The rest of the truck looks like that, so I might as well just leave the bumper and see if I can tie something around it and make it look kind of intentional. This thing is absolutely beat up, but it works. I did a quick tutorial on how I did the tarp in the back, and again, I'm real satisfied with how that came out. The running board here on the driver's side, that has been cut and glued back at an angle. You can definitely see some wear. The black rubber has worn off. And underneath there's nothing special under there. It's all the stock components except for the suspension. Now, I did toss the stock suspension. And what I did is I put some lift blocks on those, and those lift blocks are just square styrene tube, and just took that up to the suspension, or to the chassis rather. I made my own shocks, just a couple of pieces of styrene tube, glued those together. You can see in here the transfer case. I did take that from the truck kit. I had to make my own drive shafts, at least the rear one. The front one I made fit, and that's really about it. There is absolutely no work done in the engine. It's a stock engine in there. My hood fits absolutely fine. It's probably also hard to see in the interior in there. I did rough up the interior a little bit. You can see the duct tape on the seat. Got some Tamiya tape, painted it silver, put a little black wash on there. So here's a look inside the bed. You guys can see I have a couple of wrenches in there, gas can with the cap missing, and the driver's side door lock I did drill out. So this truck is real easy to get into. I'm just real satisfied with how the truck came out. It's gonna look great sitting on the shelf. Overall, this is a great build. I had a blast, and I'm real happy with how this turned out. Already looking forward to next year's build. All right, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you guys on the next one.